Subscribe for everyday news stories. Okay, look, let's be real for a minute. I'm 47, divorced, a night shift nurse, one teenage son at home, and a routine that hasn't changed in years. Work. Home. Sleep. Repeat. Some days, I can't tell if I'm living my life, or just surviving it. Bowling was the one thing keeping me sane, my escape, my tiny rebellion against the exhaustion. And when I qualified for a tournament 3 hours away, it felt like my first win in a long time. But of course, my son's dad got called to duty that same weekend. So guess what? I packed us both up and dragged him to that hotel with me. Not glamorous, turns out, I bowl best when I'm stressed and sleep-deprived. Because the minute I felt rested and excited, I dropped from second place to fifth. After the awards ceremony, my friend Sarah, who actually won, convinced me to go out with the team to celebrate. The bar was right across the street from the hotel, so I figured, why not? I wasn't planning to drink. But one glass of wine turned into two. Two into three, and suddenly, I was laughing, really laughing, with people who barely knew me, but somehow felt lighter to be around. And that's when I met him. Daniel. Another bowler from a different league. Funny, charming, easy to talk to. The kind of man who looked at you like he actually saw you. We talked for hours, about work, life, parenting, disappointments we didn't admit to anyone else. It felt harmless. But I could already feel the line getting blurry. Not ideal, but necessary, the other team. The elevator moment. I finally headed back to the hotel around 1 a.m. warm from the wine, warm from the attention. Daniel happened to be walking back at the same time, or maybe he planned it, I'm still not sure. We ended up in the elevator together. The doors closed. Silence. Not awkward, just heavy. Charged. He looked at me and said, "You deserve someone who asks how you're really doing." And I swear, no one had said something that simple to me in years. The elevator stopped at my floor. I should have walked out. But I hesitated, just long enough for him to take a step closer. Not touching, not inappropriate. Just close enough that I could feel the question hanging between us. Nothing happened. Not physically. But emotionally? Yeah. I crossed a line the second I didn't walk away. The consequence. Me son was asleep when I got back, TV flickering softly across the room. I stood in the doorway for a long moment, watching him, and feeling the weight of what almost happened. The next morning, I found a note slipped under the door: "If you ever need someone to talk to, someone who listens, you know where to find me. Daniel." I didn't reply. I deleted his number. But here's the truth, infidelity doesn't always start with a touch. Sometimes it starts with a conversation, a moment, a feeling you weren't supposed to feel. That weekend didn't destroy my life. But it woke me up. I realized how lonely I'd become, and how badly I needed to rebuild myself before I reached for anyone else. So that's why I'm telling this story. Not because something scandalous happened, but because something almost did. And sometimes, the almost is the part that haunts you the most.